My entitled future SIL demanded that I sew her a complicated and expensive wedding dress, or I would be uninvited from the wedding. But what she did next made my father go ballistic. My brother and future SIL had planned to marry by the end of June, but COVID happened. Long before that, he had requested from me, as a wedding gift, to sew the wedding dress of my SIL. I am by no means a professional, but I can do simple stuff rather nicely. I already sew stuff for my family and friends as gifts regularly, little outfits for the kids or cosplays, easy stuff that can be worn even if there are a few defects on it. They had planned on a no-frill wedding with close family and friends only, and my SIL had her eyes on a flowing, layered Grecian tunic-style dress. Rather easy to do and not too expensive as far as materials needed, so I agreed. But with the lockdown, well, things got complicated, and pretty soon they realized the wedding would have to be postponed. My SIL lost it, really, crying and screaming and everything. Nothing we could do or say could calm her down, until my brother asked her what she wanted to do instead, and she said she now wanted a big wedding as compensation. I mean, well, okay, I get her frustration, I really do. But the main reason they were having a small wedding was to save on some bucks to renovate the house and such. But that's none of my business, I know. My brother relented, and they are now planning a big thing for 2021. SIL sent me her new requirements. She wants a full skirt, silk, bodiced, lined, embroidered, trained, the whole princess gig, dress. That, of course, I would still pay for in full for the materials. I told her I didn't feel I could do it, that it was too complicated for my skills. She went ballistic, said I was lying, that I had done complicated things before, and that it was just nothing more than a couple more stitches. I have been trying to explain to my brother that I do not feel able to do it. His solution is that I buy the wedding dress she wants, or I won't be invited to the wedding. So I said okay. I said I wouldn't go, because I couldn't do what they asked me. I can't sew that dress, and I certainly cannot pay for what she wants. I'm now the heartless big sis who doesn't approve of her lil bro wedding wife, and honestly, I just want to tell them all to go stitch their two big mouths closed. Update. I went to my parents on Sunday. They understood very quickly the huge difference in skill set required to fulfill the new request. They also discovered the wondrous world of AliExpress and Wish counterfeit designer wedding dresses, because that's where they had gotten their prices range ideas, and quite a few laughs were had over the expectations reality pics I had found. We also went over the extra costs of the new wedding, and I just advised to be careful as we didn't even know yet what would be possible with the epidemic threat still lurking around. 2 days later, my brother stopped by them accompanied by future SIL. Our parents did take my side on the dress story, and at first it seems that my future SIL heard them out until they said they weren't sure they could chip in the extra costs of a store-bought princess dress. Then, my SIL silently mouthed out a very foul word toward my mother, and my dad saw her. All hell broke loose. For a couple of weeks, everyone was screaming at everyone else, my bro not really siding with his wife-to-be, nor our parents. Our dad doesn't want anything to do with future SIL at all, ever. Mom is more hopeful than a nice apology, and explanations could mend the fences. I still haven't been able to catch my brother face-to-face. He called and it ended up rather sour since he threw my celibate status at my face as a symbol of failure. But he did later send me an apology text saying he loved me, wanted me at his wedding no matter what, and he would understand should I not want to sew the original dress anyway. Sweet revenge. My dad was so incensed at what had happened that he took me to the fabric shop the very next day and told me to go wild and get yourself enough fabric for a princess dress. So, one pattern, and 3 weeks of intense self-challenging later, it's full of mistakes and crooked sewing, but it was made with the ardent fervor of self-righteousness, and I swear to the heavens that if she doesn't apologize to my parents, I will wear this at her wedding. The sewing pattern for the yellow dress is the McCall 2041. My inspiration was a book I had read recently and loved, an old horror novel called The King in Yellow, and I wanted to be a queen in yellow, ominous and angry and powerful when I picked the fabric, because I was pissed and angry and hurt at what had happened, what my SIL mouthed. Stupid, despicable, mean woman. P.S. I have decided to name that dress. And yes, thanks to you all, she will now and forever be known as Spite Dress. Update 2. The marriage didn't happen. They didn't split up then, and my brother went LC with us. Dad and I did a princess in a castle photo shoot, and he loved it. COVID did happen a second time. She left him. We lost my little brother at the end of the pandemic for reasons I won't expand here. It was touch and go for my mother after that, but she pulled through with help from our community, and my parents are still there. I visit them at least once a month. I miss him so much.